This is inexperience. Corey should have called for 4,000. See what the flop brings. He had position on Barry and everything.
Gus Hansen opens up with pocket fives. He raises to 2,100. Negrano with pocket sixes raises to 5,000.
5.
Action folds around to Esfandiari with his ace-queen.
Out of position against Gus and Daniel Negrano.
That's exactly what Antonio is thinking about. He's out of position against Gus and Daniel, and he's throwing away ace-queen. Not going to put in 4,400 more.
And Hansen calls the 2,900.
Yeah, probably not.
Flop comes 9, 6, 5.
Wow.
Oh.
Both players have flopped sets. Daniel's got 3 sixes. Gus has got 3 fives. Gus is going to lose a lot of money in this hand. Only thing that could save him is maybe a 7 or an 8 coming up to slow him down the action on the turn.
Negrano bet $8,000.
Come over here to go clubbing. You thought I would play
Good morning, Dr. Gray.
In the middle of this hand, David Gray has showed up and starts to do his dance moves behind Gus.
This guy is a cartoon guy. There's so many people that can do it.
Gus is trying to figure out what to do here. He's going to raise.
Here.
It's the right move. You don't want someone coming in here with a hand like 9-8.
He raised it to $26,000.
26,000.
122.
And Daniel's just going to call. He's going to let a card come off. I like this move by Daniel. Gus is convinced he has the best hand now.
755 is 160.
Turns another 5.
Wow! Gus has made quads. Gus Hansen has quads, and Daniel Negrano has sixes full.
Unbelievable.
This is trouble. Trouble in River City for Daniel Negrano.
The previous hand, I had the queen 9 deuce. So I won 21 and I lost 4, so I won 17.
The other players seem oblivious to what's going on in this hand.
Hansen bets 24,000.
Oh my God, I just won 65, yeah.
I think Daniel Negrano is putting Gus Hansen on a hand like 7-5 or 8-5. He's putting Gus Hansen on 3 5s right now, and he's thinking about how do I extract the most money from Gus Hansen here. Gus is trying to appear as calm as he can with quads.
98, 99.
He's not giving anything up. Negrano calls at 24,000.
Daniel's slow playing his full house. Daniel thinks he has the best hand.
And the river's an 8.
Both players like that card. Both players want the other player to make a straight. And Gus checks his quads.
And then you won 17 here.
Great play by Gus.
You got you lost 2. I lost 2. And I lost 2. And Barry won 4.
Now, if Gus did have 7-5, Gus has made a straight here.
Right here, I won 17.
The main thing is Daniel feels he has the best hand. And there's no reason he shouldn't feel he has the best hand.
174.
Okay, that's where I'm making a mistake.
He's feeling the right amount to bet is
$65,000.
$65,000.
That's 50. 96.
I'm all in.
65.
Huh?
I'm all in.
How much more is it?
That shocked Daniel.
Wow.
Count his.
Wasn't expecting it.
The pot now stands at about $400,000. Even without Daniel calling, this stands as the biggest pot in the history of high-stakes poker.
And if Daniel calls, it'll be almost $600,000.
Unbelievable.
Daniel knows that Gus is a loose player. But I don't think he thinks he's loose enough to make this kind of bet on a bluff.
How much?
167.
Daniel's got to know that Gus has a hand. What he's trying to figure out is, does it beat his
He
hand?
might have the nuts. You're missing a big pot here, Eli. It's a big pot here. You just raised me 167. It's a big pot. I better have something if I'm going to call, right?
Daniel pointing out to Ellie and Doyle that something's going on here.
Yeah. You think they'd know?
Oh, you can do it better.
Buddy, this is if I lose this pot, it's a cooler, so can't feel too bad. If I lose this pot, it's a pretty bad cooler. Pocket 5s, pocket 9s, maybe a pocket 8s. Ooh, that'd be sick too. That would be sick.
Well, you're right, Daniel. It's one of the above.
Yeah.
What else would Gus Hansen be raising you
$167,
$165,000 with? And Daniel decides to call.
Shows him the fives.
Sixes? You had one out.
I believe you. I believe you. I wasn't too happy on the flop, but once the turn came up,
Wasn't too happy. Meanwhile, he rakes in a pot over $575,000.
You're looking at a man who just lost almost $300,000 cash.
1, 20, 40, 50, 60, 67.
Good pot. I've seen bigger.
I'll let you go for the 700.
I already paid it, didn't I?
How about that hand changes? He bets really bets he raised.
Tough one. I was worried a little bit. But I wasn't exactly going to throw it away.
Gus Hansen's just won
Wow, that's pretty sick.
almost a $600,000 pot,
That's pretty sick.
and he's real excited about it.
Yeah.
Yawns and takes in the money.
No, you beat us one way.
No, I was just thinking.
I mean, you didn't finish the story about that.
No.
Any 5. I almost didn't want to see a 5 because I figured if that card comes, there's no way I'm getting away. You know?
Wow, that was pretty sick.